Hello, my name is Chris. I am the creator of Vantage, and in this episode of How to Survive, I will be talking about the hunting and trapping professions. I want to point out that you do not need the hunting profession in order to start hunting and killing animals. Although it is difficult, you can begin doing this with a brand new naked character. Also for this video, I will be in a more inhospitable area of the world, as we will use the hunting and trapping professions to live off the land. Okay, so let's jump right into hunting animals. So of course the very first thing you need is a good weapon. Opening up your known crafts window, if you search for a spear, you will see that you are able to build a wooden spear. This is one of the most basic, crude, but effective weapons. And to build one, all we simply need is a large stick of wood and a sharp object. I will create a sharpened stone. And I will find a tree that has a large stick on it. And I will chop it off the tree. And now we can head back and create our wooden spear. Okay, we have now created our wooden spear. Now there are several ways you can attack with the weapon. There are melee attacks and ranged attacks. To do a ranged attack, you can simply press the 1 key and you will go into aim mode. Simply aim at your target and press the left mouse button. You can also do a melee attack by pressing the 2 key. Again, you'll go into aim mode and you just simply aim at the target and press the left mouse button. When you press the X key, you will get the combat window. This has all the quick buttons that you need during a combat situation. Of course, ranged attack and melee attack you were just shown, and these were bound to the number 1 and number 2 key. However, in a hectic situation when you are fighting an animal that is possibly attacking you, there are more options down below. Under the Pick Up Weapon Ammo box, there's ranged, melee, and ammo. You can pick up any of these 3 types and automatically equip them if they are on the ground. For example, if I performed a ranged attack and I need to pick up the spear again, I can literally run by, press the ranged button, and now it's back in my hand, ready to be thrown again. You can see which items are a ranged, melee, or ammo type by simply hovering over the item and looking at the item type's tooltip. The spear is a little bit unique because it is both a ranged weapon and a melee weapon. And keep in mind that these buttons are bound to keys, which you can also remap. The Equip Weapon and Load Ammo buttons work in the same way as the Pick Up Weapon and Ammo buttons. However, these options equip an item from your personal inventory. So for example, if you have a sling and you have a container full of pebbles, you could click the ammo button. For example, if I had my wood spear in my hide sack and I suddenly get attacked, I can be running, I can press the ranged button, and suddenly I am ready to equip and throw my spear. Also keep in mind that the combat options window will automatically appear when you get attacked by an animal. And remember, it is an optional window because you can remap all the buttons to a key. In addition to just hunting land animals, you can go spearfishing. You can practice your skill by melee or ranged attacking fish, which is a quick and easy way to get some food. So as I mentioned before, you can start hunting and killing animals without the hunting profession. However, once you get the hunting profession, the hunting skills will help you improve your effectiveness in combat. For example, the throwing weapon skill will allow you to do more damage when you throw a weapon. And also your strength skill also adds to the damage of your weapon as well. Okay, so let's go hunt an animal. Okay, I just hunted down and killed a rabbit. I can now take the rabbit and bring it back to my camp. Of course, keep in mind many small animals are very fast and very hard to hit. However, there are other ways to kill animals, and that is with the trapping skill, which I will discuss later in this video. So since I could not find a good source of liquid to drink, I had to go into the lake and drink some water. Unfortunately, I just contracted a disease. This can happen when you drink or eat a food with a high impurity. Looking at the buffs at the top of the screen, I now have the diseased buff. I now have lower stamina, focus, and health regeneration. And if I continue to eat and drink items with high impurities, then the effects will continue to get worse, and I can even start losing strength and dexterity. The way to counteract this is to stop eating and drinking items with high impurities, and I will slowly recover from the disease. Okay, now let's try to kill something a little bit more aggressive. I have spotted a saber-toothed tiger. Now what I will do is purposely go up to it and engage it in melee. Okay, I have killed the saber-toothed tiger. However, I paid a massive price for it. When you get attacked by animals, depending on the type of animals, you can sustain injuries. Looking at our buffs at the top of the screen, you can see I got 3 different types of injuries. I now have a leg injury, I have a head injury, and I have an arm injury. These injuries will slowly repair themselves over time, but it will take a long time. And the reduction to your statistics and skills can be severe. To walking slower, to replenishing your health and focus and stamina less quickly, and to having massive statistics losses. You can increase the healing time of your injuries by equipping an arm splint or a leg splint, which will help your arm injury and leg injury heal, which are craftable items which will be unlocked with your hunting skill. So now I will look at the dead tiger, and I will extract some animal meat from it. What I will also do is I will remove its skull, as it would be nice to have a container to hold liquids in, because who would not want to drink from the skull of their enemy? So as you can see, I am running a little slower than normal. That is because I have my leg injury. Of course, it's very dangerous to be attacking animals if you have injuries, as the speed penalties and statistic penalties would be quite severe. Now that I have the skull cap, and with enough cooking skill, you can take animal blood from an animal and extract it and put it into a container. Now I can drink the animal blood. Another thing to note is that I can extract a saber-toothed tiger tooth. This is a fantastic tool as it is already a sharp object and it is a bone. Bones are generally better durability and will last longer as a tool. So I will replace my sharpened stone with my saber-toothed tiger tooth. Okay, that is all the basic mechanics of hunting. You can of course craft more advanced weapons with a higher hunting skill, like throwing batons, atlatls, and slings, which allow you to throw spears and pebbles further and faster. Okay, so now let's talk about trapping. As you gain skill in hunting, you will unlock traps. If you open your crafts window and we search for traps, you will see under hunting animal traps that there are 3 different types of traps. A deadfall trap will catch small animals. A tension trap will catch medium-sized animals like rabbits and foxes. And the spring trap will catch large animals like wolves and bears. For now we'll craft the deadfall trap, which catches small animals. You can open it up and see that we need some stones, some sticks, and a piece of fruit. Okay, I have all the items I need to make a trap here. We will select the Deadfall Trap. We will manually place it where we like it to be. We will begin crafting it. Okay, we have created our Deadfall Trap. Now all the traps work in about the same way. Clicking on the trap, you will see that it says it's a Deadfall Trap and it is set. That means it's ready to capture an animal. Looking inside the item, there's an item of trap bait. Inside of this is where you put your fruit. Now as you can see, we have an apple and the trap is set, which means it's ready to catch an animal. However, several things can happen. If there are no animals around that the trap is supposed to catch, the trap will never be triggered. So remember to place the trap wherever you see the animals that it's supposed to trap. So for a deadfall trap, you want to place it close to where you see rats or squirrels. Also, remember to set traps in remote areas, because always remember that animals run away from you, and they also run away from fires and large objects like houses. Now something else can happen as well with the trap. It could be that the animal is clever and can take the food and not trigger the trap. So what you must do is you must regularly check the traps. Even though the trap is set, the piece of fruit could have been taken, or the fruit could have degraded over time and disappeared. So as an example for this video, I have built several traps. I have built 2 large traps, and as you can see here, they both were triggered, and they were both triggered successfully. As you can see, I captured a couple animals with my 2 traps. I killed a bear, and I killed a wolf. Clicking on the trap, you can see that the bait is gone, and the trap is in a collapsed state. What this means is that it cannot be triggered again until I set it again. Now to do this, I simply right-click on the trap and I select the Reset Trap crafting option. Now since the trap was sprung, some of the components of the trap have been damaged. So looking at the list of items, you can see what you need to finish resetting the trap. For this example, I need 1 piece of fruit, 1 piece of small stick, and 1 cordage. So I have the items with me here, and so now I can reset this trap. Okay, the trap has been reset and is ready to catch another animal. So moving over and checking my deadfall traps, I can see that this trap is set and the bait is still inside. However, for my other trap, I can see that the trap is set, but the bait is gone, which means an animal took the bait, but the trap did not get sprung. The effectiveness of the traps that you create and that you set are based on your hunting skill. The higher your hunting skill, the better the chance you will catch an animal with your trap. To simply activate the trap again, all you need to do is drag a piece of fruit back into the bait slot, and it is ready to catch another animal. Okay, and that is it for trapping. I hope you learned about combat and trapping and surviving out in harsher environments. Good luck and good hunting.